Alright, so this video is going to be pretty much a lot of wrestling topics, sum up into one huge, gigantic video that will probably be under 10 minutes. So let's get started. If you read by the title, you'll know what topics I'm talking about. Cena and Big Show feud. If you guys want to know my thoughts on it, I don't care about it. Pretty much, we know what's going to happen. Either Big Show wins at No Way Out, and this feud kind of continues on to Money in the Bank, and people still won't care about it. Or John Cena beats the Big Show, and then John Laurinaitis throws someone like a Tensai or someone else at John Cena to do the same thing. Personally, I really do not care about this feud. I think this feud has drawn its course. I wonder what WWE is going to do with John Cena after he's done with the Big Show. To be honest, I don't see anywhere else he can feud with Laurinaitis, especially with Vince McMahon coming back, unless Vince McMahon pulls a 180 and decides to do shit with John Cena. But depending on Vince McMahon's health, who knows what's going to happen. So really, to be honest, I do not know what they're going to do with John Cena after this feud. I would think maybe WWE title, but then again, we got CM Punk, and I don't think WWE will be big on doing John Cena and CM Punk again. But it would be cool to have like a 1-year anniversary type of thing with John Cena, like, you know, last year we tore down the house, and how about we do it again? Who knows, but I doubt that will happen. So we will have to wait and see, but other than that, John Cena Big Show has no interest for me. WWE's trying their best. I'll admit, they're trying their best, but their best isn't good enough to get me interested in a John Cena Big Show feud. I'm sorry, there isn't. Like, John Cena could be on Godzilla and have Aragon, like, with his dragon, and then have Ash from Pokemon with his Pikachu. Basically got Big Show with Kung Fu Panda, Shrek, and King Kong, and those guys can all battle it out, and I could be there live watching it, and I still won't care because it's John Cena Big Show. So it's like, to be honest, there's nothing to care about this feud. Thoughts about Sin Cara coming back to WWE in-ring return. What do I see for him in the future? Sin Cara in-ring return. To be honest, he looks the same. I'm a huge Sin Cara fan, so I'm kind of disappointed. But hey, he looks like he's slowed down a bit. He's playing a little bit smarter, but he needs to change it up a bit. I want to see a feud with him and Hunico continue. Do I think Sin Cara will have a better future now in the WWE since he's back? Of course, man. I mean, with Rey Mysterio getting up there in age, you know Sin Cara is going to be that next guy that they're going to use to sell the masks, to sell the merchandise, to, you know, appeal to the children. And once he starts talking English, we all know we all going to be shocked, and also he's going to be entertaining us. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see what happens, though. But I think Sin Cara's future is bright. Speaking of futures, Randy Orton's future. What's up with Randall Keith Orton? Well, it turns out after failing the wellness policy, rumors spread around that Randy Orton and Vince McMahon had a heated argument. And there's talk about possible termination. Now it's just talking about how Orton may be gone longer for 60 days. Me, myself, I'm like, what the fuck? That's terrible for me. But with Randy Orton, to be honest, if WWE decides to sit him out for a little bit, just say, hey, you know what? Calm down, Randy Orton. Don't fucking do anything stupid. Just stay home for like 90 days. Maybe miss him out on a SummerSlam paycheck. You know, if that's to add on to his punishment, if that's to way you think that he will learn his lesson, then do it. But if he doesn't learn his lesson, I say terminate his contract. You know, this guy already had 2 chances. He's technically been suspended 3 times, but one suspension was not part of the wellness policy. It was more of just some idiotic thing that Randall Keith Orton did. So to be honest, it's up to the WWE and what they want to do with Randy Orton. Hopefully he stays in the company. Hopefully that things work out with him, because really, Randy Orton, if he goes to TNA, he would help TNA a lot, but I don't know. It would just be weird seeing RKO on TNA. But other than that, what else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, Vince McMahon coming to Monday Night Raw. Really, to be honest, this is just another pathetic move for WWE. I think WWE were panicking about ratings, worrying about what's going on, and so instead of trying to improve their product and do something different with the other stars, oh no, Vince McMahon has to come back on a 3-hour Raw. I'm still going to be watching the NBA basketball. I'll watch Vince McMahon segments and the CM Punk and Daniel Bryan and Kane feud, but other than that, I'm not really too excited about Vince McMahon coming back. I think he might turn heel, and I think he might like side with Johnny Ace, and this will form some type of new corporate idea. Who knows? So yeah, Dolph Ziggler finally getting his singles run, I guess. I mean, he finally broke up with Vicky and Swagger. I mean, what the fuck? How long did that take? But Dolph Ziggler getting the single run. Hopefully WWE uses him right. To be honest, right now I don't know where WWE is going to put him. maybe in the IC title picture, maybe in the US title picture. Hopefully one of those title pictures. There's rumors of bringing Ric Flair as his manager to the WWE, which would help Dolph Ziggler a lot, especially since he's still improving on that mic work. Apparently Mason Ryan's going to work as a bodyguard, and what the fuck? Originally Mason Ryan was supposed to be a bodyguard, and then all of a sudden they flipped into a face. That face turn did not work out, so all of a sudden they're like, LOL, let's fucking just make him into a face, a heel again. And it's like, what the fuck? And then my final topic I'm going to be talking in this video, Abraham Washington and his stable. Do I think this stable will succeed? I think this stable is going to be interesting. I hope they do more with the stable on Monday Night Raw. I think it would bring more interest to it because, you know, Abraham Washington, he could be a good manager for the young superstars, maybe bring up more interest for Primo and Epico, and maybe a few other guys. I would like to see Dolph Ziggler also maybe paired with him if they can't get Ric Flair to be his manager, because Abraham Washington can work that stick. So I really am excited to see what they do with Abraham Washington, and I am excited to see what they do with the stable. They just need to give it more airtime. So pretty much, those are some thoughts on what I think about what's going on in wrestling right now. If you guys like this video, subscribe up above. Comment down below what you guys think of the topics I discussed about. Do you guys think Randy Orton's going to have a bright future? Do you care about Cena and Big Show? Because obviously no one does. Yeah, but pretty much that's about it. Chase Always Stick, CO live videos, talk about video games down there. Like, dislike, whatever. You know the drill. Twitter, you know, tweeting and whatnot. See ya.